While I was gaming, I got four.
We don't know what happened right beforehand. There's a lot of context missing here, and all of this is going to matter in the courts should it go there, because these situations, as you mentioned earlier, are very fact specific.
And Carrie, you're framing that very understandably for all of us from the perspective of the officer and someone else who would put themselves in that situation who is deemed to be reasonable. That's how we'll all interpret that. Any of those people who would sit on a jury or anybody that would judge this officer, was his reaction reasonable? Therefore, what I hear, Carrie, is it doesn't really matter, for example, what the woman's intention was behind the wheel. So there will be those that say she was trying to leave the scene. She was turning her wheel. She was moving around the grave.
Yeah, would I tell her, like, hey, I can't stop thinking about you, all this shit, she hots everything.
Her intentions no longer matter. It's what a reasonable officer in that situation
I don't know.
would read.
And the courts also give a lot of deference to these split-second decisions that law
That's all I'm trying to do, man.
make. You know, they're making these life and death calls in situations that
I'm broke, Dale. I can't do that.
so much deference and given in these situations. And courts have also upheld the principle.
My lawyer's screaming he wants $2,000 now. I was like, listen, you gotta wait till I come in your office. I just gotta tell him, you gotta wait, man. You gotta wait. You gotta help me get through this divorce, and then I'll fucking, as soon as the spring hits, I'll pay you.
Or an agent and runs them over. I mean, I think that qualifies as
So think.
principle that I think everyone needs to keep in mind rather. And the other one that
I want you to check out this. Come with us on I've partnered.
Qualified immunity for an officer who had used a deadly force in a situation.
Morning, Jen.
And that officers don't have to stop shooting. The threat hasn't stopped. And so again, this is where facts really matter. That perspective of the officer, was it reasonable? Was seriously bodily harm about to happen to him or other people, or death? And had that threat stopped? And if it hadn't, then
Nice.
in that particular case,
Yeah.
the Supreme Court there, in a 9-0 opinion, like I mentioned, said that
A little bit earlier, you used the phrase objective. I'm just
There you
listening to
go.
your language and helping us understand what the law would be. So objective suggests that what matters is the mindset of a reasonable person that is not this particular officer. How would they have read that split-second decision? But the
Yeah.
Give my money. Give my money. Hey, give my money, motherfucker.
We just heard from Mike Tobin.
Well, I saw the video. It just turns your stomach. We need a quick and full investigation to get to the bottom of this. But when you have these ICE agents all over the streets of our city...
Yeah.
What percentage of critics...
what would be reasonable for someone?
I can't go to population. I'm in really bad.
And reasonableness obviously takes into some subjective components, still to your point. But I think the key is on the scene.
I'm Jonathan Boss. Black top, black.
Was it reasonable?
Black top, black top, black top, black top, black top, black top, black top.
To others or to other officers.
Bitch, I'm stylish. Black top, big T-shirt, Billy. Black top.
And quickly, Carrie, just to get your judgment and give you mine, we've all seen several videos. Looking at the videos, I've probably seen 4 or 5 angles. I don't know how many different angles you've seen of videos. It would seem...
So I just made it to the DMV.
Is it, oh, he's got the compressor one, or does he have the battery operated? Yeah.
Which they were able to do, so I am now got my vehicle completely legal and ready to drive. So the next stop that I'm going to...
Videos in these kinds of situations, I think it's probably from my time at the Justice Department
At Little...
in the summer of 2020. I think we still need to see everything that's going to play out.
Whatever, you sausage.
Long Lake Marina is gearing up for the...
If you see a car barreling towards you, I mean, how is that not an imminent threat, at least for that particular person?
NBA games on the holidays are... Warning, this video may be disturbing to watch. This just into the Don Lemon Show newsroom. This is the video taken of a woman being shot by the agent in Minnesota. Again,
Yeah, do what you could do.
Tough to watch, but this is the incident. Here it is.
Fuck!
no small part, as mentioned by our guest next door, designed to distract
None of this had to.
ugly egg on the face of almost virtually every Democratic politician in Minnesota. Two of the witnesses were on Capitol Hill today. Join me next. Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Ensure Max Protein. 30 grams protein, 1 gram sugar. Protein blend to feed muscles up to 7 hours.
What do you want for dinner tonight?
And limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with
sausage and peppers. And we're gonna stab these like we're in Rikers Island. Ooh, these are slimy like they've been in your sister already. Gonna play rabbi for a little bit, cut the sausage in half. There you go, I ain't done. Stabbing them didn't help, they still got an aneurysm. Alright, they got a little color like they went down to Florida. So we're gonna put in our chopped vegetables. And roly-poly. Roly-poly. Now we're gonna julienne the onion, and no, we're not talking about the broad at the dive bar that would do anything for a PBR. It's got the leftover cholesterol in the pan. We just added a little more oil. Come on, no hands. We're gonna drug it with some sodium, black pepper. Oh, fuck. You gotta be shitting me. The next broad I go to see, I'm giving her this. Fuck the roses. Alright, on a serious note, now we gotta clean this up before my mother crucifies me.
The plaintiffs in this class action lawsuit
To choose my different fixtures and shower heads, everything.
Yeah, I know you're pumping.
Let's make some garlic.
Exceeded our expectations.
And then one of the most.
What, in the wilderness? Listen, I'll go at least a week. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, a week, right? You know what I mean? And that, I mean, if I'm not given anything like to catch fish or, you know, it's like, it's truly, I gotta figure it the fuck out on my own. You know, a week of eating bugs. Then that's it. Give me my fucking 70 grand, I'm out. Right? You know? Yeah. So Morgan told me she took Riley off insurance, and I had to go put him on my insurance, and now child support's gonna go after her. Listen, you do you, man.
Some of the crowd took off marching, but that march has largely dissipated. So the heart of the protest right now is that location in South Minneapolis. And of course, you've got a lot of disagreement as to whether the shooting was justified. President Trump weighing in, saying that agent essentially is lucky to be alive. And Secretary Noem weighing in, calling domestic terrorism the lunging of the vehicle toward the agents. Everyone is armchair quarterbacking that video. What you see very clearly, if you look at some of the different angles, you have three agents.
This tractor's been.
The vehicle did head directly toward the agent. 2 shots were fired, and that woman was killed. You've got Mayor Jacob Frey quickly coming to the conclusion that it was not a justified shooting, calling the narrative out of DHS BS. He didn't use the acronym. He told them to get the F out of Minneapolis. What was interesting with that is he was trying to discourage another round of George Floyd protest, but he still weighed in with the inflammatory language. The mayor, Tim Walz, who has had so many problems as of late, took to social media and said, don't believe the propaganda, meaning don't believe the narrative that you're hearing from DHS regarding justification of the shooting. We are going to hear, as you mentioned, from Secretary Noem. She's en route and expected to hold a press availability in a little over an hour. Will? Mike, you said that crowd where you were originally set up was getting a little bit
If you're...
much.
You're never going to see this in your life. This is one of one. Guaranteed one of one. You know the box, right? What is the box?
It's brand new.
Okay. Steel Daytona from the old reference with a 2025 card. It's a unicorn piece.
So I know what it is.
Yeah, they had it in the window, and they had to close the AD down, and
But again,
they were forced to sell it, but it's a new card.
Yes.
2025. How much? Not for sale. I paid 35 G's. I have offers from dealers for more already.
no, this
I give it for everyone. How much? For the box?
don't say
I have my Amex.
Don't say that.
You gave this to me for my birthday 2-3 years ago.
Yes.
It was a gift from you.
Yes.
You gifted this to me.
Solito. Look at it today. Give it some love. I sold you this too.
I'm gonna give it to
I
you.
sold you this too. I sold you this too.
You sold me this.
What's your my brother?
Love you.
Happy
brother.
Wednesday.
I gotta wear the snake dress. Yalla, masal. Love you.
Love you too.
What do you got in yours? Hey, colder in there. Oh my.
But leaders like Walz and Ellison were simply asleep at the wheel. It's impossible not to arrive at the conclusion that they
If a man is available to you.
political capital to gain for Democrats to look the other way. Attorney General Keith Ellison seems to suggest that he did receive.
There's little I can say again.
Very well knew.
So?
Under the direction.
Is by inserting ourselves into the political arena, putting our votes where it needs to be, but most importantly, putting our dollars in the right place and supporting candidates that will fight to protect our interests.
Yes, sir.
You can only protect our interests when we have your back, and you don't have to worry about who's behind you.
What you just heard there, that was soon to be convicted asking Attorney General Ellison to help them secure more funding. And before the conversation turns to campaign donations. In that meeting were representatives from Feeding Our Future, that group involved in a $250 million scam. And that scam saw its leader, Amy Brock, convicted. Ellison, of course, has denied any wrongdoing, saying he was unaware of the fraudster's crimes at the time of the meeting. He says it's just theater.
There is not a problem. Of course there's a problem. And of course we have to prosecute it. And of course we have been prosecuting it.
Are you confident?
Killed that lady right there in that car, y'all. Killed that lady in that car. Somebody come get their people. It's a lady right there in that car, y'all. I don't want to show this on Facebook like that, y'all. I apologize. But y'all. If y'all know who car this is, if it look familiar, man, come check on y'all people. If y'all know somebody car like that, come check on y'all people.
There's a celebration in the back. Someone get it for me, please.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defended.
Back in March of 2021, the Minnesota Department of Education suspended payments to Feeding Our Future, that program. Is that right?
I believe that's correct.
And then a month later, they resumed payments.
That's correct.
What caused them to change their mind?
The market basket madness continues. A lot of you have asked for an update. As of this past week, Market Basket's board has filed a motion for sanctions against RDT. They are determined to keep him out and not have him come back. To indeed move on with Market Basket without its one-time CEO and man behind the magic. They are saying...
You asked about a shooting.
New York, you got told.
This is the moment shots were fired.
He wasn't running for re-election. This is why.
And if that's the case, this is not simply a story about Minnesota, but it's a story about the relationship.
There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation... Population is an important demographic for Democrats to win over politically. Unquestionably. Got it. And do you think it would have hurt Democrats' political standing in the population to investigate this fraud? Very clearly. Got it. So in other words, you're saying that there was a political incentive to cover up widespread smelling fraud. Is that right? 100%.
My next guest for witnesses today in that hearing, Minnesota State Representative...
Yes, sir.
A man becomes me.
I had $1 million cash.
I went out to search for.
You paid him to leave?
And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further
welfare programs.
It's completely implausible that they couldn't have known. As we brought to Congress today, to the House Oversight Committee, we brought like 15 different reports from the nonpartisan office and legislative offices, all of which both Tim Walz
And thus flopping it.
Yeah.
for Ellison to go out there and say, oh, we've done enough, and for Walz to be out there calling the deputy U.S. attorney fraudulent for making is absolutely
Curious, Marion, Representative Marion, why did it...
So somebody called 911.
Basically padding their base, as Representative Hudson had said in the hearing, is they have a very strong Somali base. They're not all Democrats, but they favor them as opposed to even their own state employees who are also Democrats, by the way. So it's really confounding what we uncovered.
I used you by your first name. I apologize.
Hey, come stop.
In favor, or is there something more? We hear the audio from Ellison. We hear the talk of donations.
Things to prove.
I see like 3-4 niggas running through the crib. All
Than just favorability. Was it something real? Was it money? Was it votes?
See this problem here? It doesn't want to go down. Two, it's too long. So what you're gonna do is get your body to pull the middle, pull out. You see? There we go. Okay, let go. See how that worked? Perfect. Nice.
So we are desperate to find out where did the money go, and did it land in the bank accounts of these politicians that are, saying this didn't happen? Because we simply don't have that power.
Representative Hudson, a few before the break, spoke to a Somali American refugee.
You'd be surprised, like.
Really gave me a lot of background on the relationship between Somali migrant communities, corruption, fraud back home in Somalia, and the way it plays a role in politics here in America. I'd love for you to listen to this.
You remember when Minneapolis had a mayoral election just a few weeks ago? Jacob Fry was running against Michael Patton. And the Somalis split up between the clan lines. Because anybody, his clan, was basically campaigning for him, for Omar. And the other Somalis who were not in the Garang clan were campaigning for Jacob Fry. And it was very evident on all versions. Yeah. It was very evident.
I guarantee Jacob Fry was playing to the other Somali clans.
It's a little salty.
Divide within the Somali community, the various clans that have immigrated over here, and how those clans affiliate themselves politically with different candidates, and therefore the benefit to those candidates when some of the members of those clans are rewarded, perhaps in schemes like this.
any investment advice.
That I've heard on the ground as well, from the contacts that I have in the Somali community, because believe it or not, Minnesota Republicans have actually spent a long time reaching out to the Somali community, trying to see if there's some way for us to connect and find common values. And I've heard these stories as well, that tribal divisions that as Americans we can't possibly understand or comprehend because they're completely alien to us, have a huge impact upon politics in the Somali community.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you both being with us here today to talk about this story, which deserves a ton of attention. There is a distraction from that, from your home state today, and that is this terrible tragedy, this incident in Minneapolis with an ICE-involved shooting. We've heard from several Minnesota politicians, from Governor Walz and Mayor Fry to Attorney General Ellison. I would love to get both of your reaction to what you saw take place and the reaction to what we saw in Minnesota. Representative Rare.
It is Girl Scout.
Don't yell at me, Dale. I'm trying to figure it out. What is wrong with you, Dale? You heard. It's exactly what I asked, Dale. What is wrong with you? Love it. Oh, 1, 2. Oh yeah, they're with us, Dale. They're with us. Just trying to figure out where they're going. Yeah, well, I landed at that double-decker house too.
We've got to recap quickly. Breaking news day. A 37-year-old woman was killed by an ICE agent in a shooting. Video from the incident appears to show her driving towards the ICE agent.
Yeah, there's one.
Secretary Mellon will have a press conference tonight.
Harold Ford Jr., Lawrence Jones, and Greg Gutfeld. 5 o'clock in New York City, and this is the
Is that you underneath me? Jesus.
News alert right here. I'm sorry, we're watching all this video along with you because chaos clashing with law enforcement, and this time, ICE officers fatally shot a
What's up here?
36-year-old woman who the Department of Homeland Security says was putting the officers in danger by almost running them over with her car. Minneapolis mayor
I gotta sit up now because I don't see anything.
told ICE to get out of the city.
I got my glasses on and everything, Dale.
Causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. So, they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody
We gotta move.
that, and I have a message for ICE.
Are they still up there, you think?
Get out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
Dale?
So let's go right to Mike Tobin. He is standing by
I
there
feel
in
like
Minneapolis.
he's...
Mike, what's the latest?
And DHS says that vehicle involved in this shooting was weaponized and directed at the agents. They say the agent who fired the shots was in fear of his life and the lives of his fellow agents. There are a number of videos
Fuckers.
on social media right now. The ones in which you can see the agent who fired the shots.
Yeah, well, I'm not gooping, Dale. I'm out. It's a long run. Fuck. Unless you find gas, and then there's a glider, and I don't even know how to fly that.
Through the windshield, one of them at least struck this woman and killed her. Now, Jacob Fry, you heard him say that he doesn't buy the narrative.
I don't think so. I think, I don't know. I got out of there.
Tim Walz, with all the heat that he has been under lately, he said what he wants now is to get federal agents.
I wasn't trying to fuck around and find out, you know what I mean? Yeah, me too.
To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight. We will not take the bait.
Now, chaos ensued immediately after the shooting. People descended on the scene. They tried to push through the outer perimeter of the federal agents who were trying to keep the crime scene secure. That is when we saw the pepper spray come out. Tear gas came out a couple of times during the day today. The crowd remained on that scene, growing to about 400 strong at one point. But ultimately, they towed away that Honda SUV and a couple of vehicles that were hit by the car after the shooting. And that cleared the scene, and all law enforcement, federal agents had pulled out first, and local law enforcement maintained the scene, but there was still friction with the local law enforcement, meaning Minneapolis state and sheriff's deputies. They pulled all of them out, and that turned the protests at the shooting scene into a march. The march ultimately dissipated. You now have about 150 people still at that scene in South Minneapolis, and the crowd is quite emotional. Dan?
Mike, thank you so much. And I just want everybody to have a chance to hear from the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem. She reacted earlier.
You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do 4 in a game or something.
weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them. And those
Ah, shit, man. I forget, Dale. You know what I mean?
with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself.
I totally fucking forget to do it.
All right, we'll get this news analyzed by the folks here at the table. Lauren, the vehicle can be used as a weapon. Is that what you think happened here?
Well, they are considered weapons. I want to have this a little bit anyway. I don't want to tell the audience what to think, but I do want to offer them some perspective as they analyze the video. One of the things that I looked at immediately is how the responding officers respond immediately. Because a vehicle is clearly obstructing them. The threat level is high, but the responding officers go toward the vehicle and they don't go with their weapons cell phone the entire time. He then makes his way to
I hear him.
procedure. We don't see someone that's in the passenger side. You want to get a clear view of the windshield. There's another officer that's on that side where the
Pussy. I would have been like, yo, let's stop and turn on them fools. Problem is I don't hear or see that car anymore either.
in the front of the windshield striking the suspect. Those angles are important. I'll add one more piece to this because a vehicle can be a weapon. I'm learning from my sources within the department, both in the White House as well as ICE, the officer that shot the shot has been drugged before. Now, John Roberts has this reporting as well as my sources have confirmed it. Now, there could be body cam that says this is not true. They could say that these sources are wrong. But right now, based on the evidence that we have right now that's available to everyone, it looks like a clean sheet.
Emily, I wanted to play for you from Governor Walz. He's been in the news a lot lately, and for other reasons, which we might get to a little bit later on the fraud there in Minneapolis and the Wellfell fraud. But he also came out in front of the campus today, talked about the shooting.
We've been warning for weeks that the Trump administration's dangerous, sensationalized operations are a threat to our public safety, that someone was going to get hurt. Just yesterday, I said exactly that. What we're seeing is the consequences of governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict. It's governing by reality TV.
Shit.
And today that reckless use of the
Any thoughts here on the legalities or on those comments?
Right, well, first of all, him mentioning reality TV and recklessness, those are his comments. And he's the one that is theatrical and dynamic on stages calling President Trump ICE agents, Gestapo, and Nazis. So,
Oh, they're across the water shooting?
well, I do want to focus on our legalities for a second. So, for those that on the left that have been jumping to conclusions that this is murder, it wasn't self-defense, including the mayor, which is so, speaking of reckless, absolutely worthless, and such a rotten form of leadership to come out of the gate and say it was not self-defense. But here's the standard that officers abide by. First of all, if the officer reasonably believes that the suspect poses an imminent threat, not just of actual deadly injury, but serious imminent injury, then that can be justified in shooting. And the factors, including just last year by the Supreme Court, involve the totality of circumstances. So let's look at the totality of circumstances here. First of all, they clearly said on multiple angles of those videos, you can hear them saying, get out of the car. When a suspect is requested to get out of the car, that means that it is a temporary investigative detention. That is a Fourth Amendment feature. That suspect was not allowed to leave. Not
I'm on the move, Dale.
and yet we saw that individual behind the wheel of the car use a motor vehicle to ram out of the way, to serve the gas out of the way. When you talk
Oh, nobody's keeping count, Dale.
third of officer deaths in the last decade, and it spiked even more than that in the last year. So absolutely right that it poses an extreme risk. And when we talk about the rhetoric, as the no self-defense and that ICE agents are Gestapo and the like, that too feeds into the totality of the circumstances. When this officer reasonably believes that they are in fear of imminent injury, serious injury, or death. And furthermore, that standard also accounts for potential injury or risk of injury to bystanders. So while fleeing isn't enough, fleeing in a deadly weapon with bystanders and other officers everywhere, including that one that I saw on the sort of limping, because I think that did pull the trigger, that clearly made contact with that vehicle, well then that shows you all you need to know. And final quick point on the legality. The statement released by ICE earlier talked about that it was training by the officer. Well, he was training to discharge the these officers train and exercise this judgment in a split second. And the Supreme Court has held and affirmed that what matters is a reasonable officer standard in that moment, split second, was it justified, and that is why they train. And the fact that ICE officer agents have to train for
I hope. Yeah, that's definitely 4. It's just You know, that's, you know, did I not hide in it? Oh shit, that's in front of us though. Oh shit, what happened? Come on, really? Yeah. Oh, I gotta fucking, have my jammer on. We just gonna keep moving, yeah? I mean, we're on the fucking open air. This is not good. Joe, for these fucking clowns. Yeah. He missed me. I don't either. Oh, I see him. Right there. Oh, he headshot me with the M24. Alright, I'm down. I'm on a hill. Yeah. That was a running match, right? That wasn't no fun.
When you have these ICE agents all over the streets of our cities without any cooperation with local law enforcement, local communities, tragedies, horrible tragedies, killings occur. I'm very worried about what comes next, especially at the White House with Stephen Miller now calling this domestic terrorism, intentionally trying to inflame this situation and make things even worse. You know, that's the kind of action that you see on the reckless White House.
But, you know, the White House was characterized as reckless, but the action by the perpetrators.
I'm not interested in the moment.
Fire it up!
I think that is the mistake that we always make, is that we come upon something and we focus on the moment. But we don't ask, how did we get George Floyd? How did we get...
I'm going to the bridge, Dale. I love you, man. I'm psyched you let me just fucking shoot at you as you're jumping around.
I'm talking about the actual shooting. It doesn't help having a bunch of talking heads. Like,
Dale, let's get in a boat so I can beat you again. That was fun. Fucking idiot. Oh, Dale. Oh, shit. They shooting at you? No. Yeah? Kind of wish I knew where he was. He's definitely behind you, Dale. He's definitely coming this way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's looting, no? Where the fuck is you, buddy?
And what we should be telling our young people, and what we should be telling our protesters, is be careful what you do. We don't live in Venezuela where we have anarchy in our society.
Think he went in the water, Dale?
Police officer, and that's why our elected officials should not be saying,
I mean, I don't see anybody swimming.
Let's get to this coming up next. President Trump is enforcing the Monroe Doctrine. Monroe Doctrine, am I saying that correctly? Seizing oil and tankers. We'll be right back.
I don't see anybody, Dale. Yeah. I'm on the move now. He's shooting at you again. From where, though? He's somewhere on that hill, Dale. Where, oh, where are you fucks? Gas is coming, man. They gotta get moving. Oh! I didn't see him, Dale. All I know is he dropped me. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That's just me trying to be greedy and get a kill. 100%. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck he is, Dale. I can't tell you. Gloop his butt a 69. That's my fault, Dale. All mine. I own that. Yeah, I should have just fucking gone when I said we were going.
I really love Beyond Good Nature.
There's so many vegetables and so many fruits.
I love everything about it.
It's just such a phenomenal product. So, you gotta keep doing it.
Lock in 50% off for 1 year.
What the hotel? Right. And only $250 a night for my favorite snack. What?
We got mine for $155. You have to check your Trivago.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
On Trivago, you can compare hotel prices from multiple different sites, even your favorite one. Look, same hotel, $100 less. You didn't check Trivago?
I didn't check Trivago.
Check Trivago.
Hi.
30% hotel. Trivago.
Boost Factor Ultra Berberine is the #1 best-selling berberine supplement at Walmart. Ultra Berberine.
There's bring me out.
Hi there, how you doing? Is this your residence, sir?
This is.
Do you have a daughter or a child at the home named by Lily Lee?
No.
No?
Yeah, my wife, my kids. We just got home from Pennsylvania. I have an Ava and a Mikey.
Ava and a Mikey.
Yep. Would you like to see them?
You got Venezuela coughing up 30 to 50 million barrels of oil to the U.S. And naturally, the Dems are steaming mad over
How old is she? There's only one girl running around here besides Ava, I think.
Yeah, he's getting a phone number that we got a 911 call from. It sounded like a young female, so, and just trying to verify.
And now possibly free.
If it was legitimate to invade a corrupt, intended authoritarian nation, then we've got to get troops on
Does anyone else?
San Francisco and Boston and
I dropped back and I knew he was coming. And he knew.
Our census.
if somebody wanted to overturn a massively corrupt regime, which is, in my opinion, which we have here right this minute.
Wait, I thought you guys were against Trump sending the National Guard in, and now you're for it? Okay, Dana.
Yes.
It's funny how you see the media in the last couple of months or so, and the Democrats trying to portray the Trump movement as splitting. But it seems like they've drank too much last night, God. Kind of the honest Democrats who say this is a good thing and recognize that they had shed that.
As a fellow father.
Trump, and then you have the dishonest ones that said get rid of Maduro, but not.
Yeah, okay, stories are always more interesting to the press than anything else. And they want
What are the...
when you try to make something happen, they want MAGA to split apart. And maybe in the future, when President Trump is no longer the president, there might be some sort of fissure. But it also shows that there's still a pretty big tent, and Republicans are hanging with the president overall. There's quibbles here and there, but the Democrats have serious problems. There was a big interview the other day. I'm sorry. Article this morning. It's been a long day. Jason Riley in the Wall Street Journal writes about what is the difference between a Democrat and a Democratic socialist. And you start to ask Democrats this, and they can't answer it.
Okay.
They don't. Well, okay. Go ahead.
A Democrat believes that government's role is to promote, help, business, and
This is Aaron.
produce enough for everybody. Democrats believe that there will be an adequate safety net.
You see how I'm outside and I'm connecting with nature? Very mindful, very demure. I'm not like you other girls who sit inside and play.
Good. I'm a barista, and this is what I drink.
Regardless of
I've always needed a drive that...
that you got to tax people who have more, even if you don't use it in an efficient or responsible way.
We're learning dramatic.
Strong Democratic family tradition, and we were talking work hard and play by the rules and keep God first.
Is there room for both within the big tent of the Democratic Party?
Yes, I remind all of us around the table, President Trump, when he ran for president in 2016, redefined politics and redefined the Republican Party. He brought Democrats into the Republican Party. He even pushed some Republicans out. They eventually came back. But we're in a moment now where politics is being completely redefined. So the Democratic Party I grew up in is very different than the one that's being talked about today. But I will not for any moment allow anyone to take how I grew up in tradition I served in Congress and away from me, or for that matter, away from so many of the special I think subscribe to what I believe.
Harold hit on a key point, Lawrence, that the Trump frame is above and beyond the typical politician's frame. Either you're a neocon or you're an isolationist. His is a very simple America first, just win baby. And I think everybody will be for him with Venezuela until it doesn't work out. Then they might go, that's bad. But it's like case by case. It's not ideological.
right? Because I have felt a certain way about intervention my entire life about working. And then I find myself liking what the president has done.
It looks as though there are some people.
Change happens.
The county does not
Work, a little coffee cup. So once we got the balloon up off the ground, I had Jason run a little trail of gas.
You don't need that much gas, you jackass. Oh, gee. Nuts.
Hold on. Oh no, the fire alarm's gonna go off. We did the whole gasoline trail, trying to light it. It blew up and basically gave us like a.
I think our troops, our country should be rewarded for helping rebuild the country. That may not be the classical conservative or libertarian approach, but I'll take the high ground.
Emily, Scott Adams has a really simple framing for this. You either look at a country as expanding or shrinking. And under Trump, you actually feel like the country's growing. Under the Dems, you just felt it retracting and shrinking, like shriveled.
Once united under.
You're going to want to get.
Shut up. Stop with the barking. Jeez. You need an electric collar for that dog. Zap the shit out of it. Oh shit, Dale, you jumped. There's two in front of me, Dale. They're gonna land way before us here. Where are you, Dale? Dale? Oh man. Now you. Fuck. It's alright, we'll get there. And those guys are gonna goop it up. Do you really? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's outside. I see him. He's right here, Dale. I got nothing. He's coming.
It's my honor and pleasure to be here on behalf of the Tony Tatalis Foundation and the Silla family to welcome home a true American hero. We're in the city of Chicago today to give away a small home for a police officer, for Danny Golden. Danny stepped up while he was off duty. He was trying to break up a fight in a bar, and so they shot him. He's paralyzed from the waist down. The bullet severed my spinal cord and the south of my heart.
One down. I don't know if that's you shooting. You can come back, Dale. You can stop hiding. Fucking love you, Dale. Dale, why do you hang out with me? I'm such an asshole. I taught them guys a lesson, though. Fucking shotgun, man. Let me tell you. I don't know why I don't rock that thing more often. To be totally honest with you.
Joining us on our mission to do good. Go to T2T.org to make a positive impact.
You woke up with a sore throat, a low grade fever, you know you are getting sick, so here's your choice. You can get sicker and miss work. Try to see a doctor this week or sit hours in a crowded waiting room and get urgent care.
I have a smarter app. Open your medical emergency kit. Match your symptoms to doctor's prescription in your booklet and take the right meds now and get well faster.
This is not a first aid kit. It's like having an urgent care in your home. It includes doctor-prescribed medications to treat over 39 medical issues like respiratory infections, strep throat, pneumonia, UTIs, and more.
Don't wait to see the doctor. No standing in line at the pharmacy. It's right here.
Every home should have at least one medical emergency kit.
Let me know when you're ready to move, all right?
Save $45. Your kit to treat dozens of common and serious illnesses is rushed to your door. Visit urgentcarekit.com/USA. Promo code USA. That's urgentcarekit.com/USA. Promo code USA.
Meet our goal, Alexander Hill. My eyes and ears have been hacked. And whoever did this is using the information to compromise operations all over the world.
We either save the mission or save the life.
Gentlemen, be for nothing. What do you need to do? Whatever it takes. What are you? Top secret spy agencies trying to kill you because my eyes and ears have been hacked.
They never learned. A group of Democratic governors from various blue states posting another cringe video. They are lip syncing to a song I Was Sprung by T-Pain to make a political point that voters need to re-elect them. Watch. Right, you love that song.
I do. Gets me in the mood, Emily. Mood to commit suicide. You know, imitation only works if you have the skill set. It's like you get teased with a laser pointer. I tease you with a laser pointer because they don't know how to work a laser pointer. It's the same thing with the left. When they mimic Trump by swearing, they look stupid. When they try to appear authentic, they look as real as Jesse Ayre. It's not in their skill set. When they try to be hip, they're like a white divorced dad going to the dancing at the wedding for his ex-wife. It just looks so painful. And it's weird. You know when I see them all on the road together, you see how unhappy Tim Walz looks. It's like you see him in context with all the other governors. This is a man. Look at him. He's not doing good.
I just feel that. So I took PR for older politicians.
Whoa, what do you want to do here? You want to go towards your guy that just shot?
There's a limit to what you can ask them to do. Okay? They're not going to be woke and hip, and they will try. They
Gotta hear him shoot again.
part of it. But you have to be more, to me, you have to be more creative for this and not make them laughing stocks. Do you remember when they did the video, the Choose Your Fighter video? It was more
He's right here, Dale, running across the field.
leaders who are strong enough to tell their younger staffers, I'm actually not going to cross that line.
I don't know if I can.
It's like Bernie Sanders, who has a colossal youth following because he does
I hit him pretty good.
I don't know. I think to Bennett's point, either these kids are trying to get paid for their parents because their parents would never do this, and so they're using people their parents' age to get back at them. I thought they would never post something like this themselves. So there has to be some torture in this process. process that they're trying to implement. Maybe these politicians are leaning to their side. I don't know. There's nothing justified posting this. They're young people. They know what it's doing, right? They're on social media. So why would they post this?
So what's your advice to them? Do you agree that this is not working?
Yeah, I've never liked these kind of things, and I'm not a singer. Did you ever do anything? No, I've never tried to do stuff like this. But look,
We got a Dragunov, huh? I guess I'll try it.
if they'd be out talking about something, it'd be better if they were out talking tariffs on some items. They ought to ask him to lift tariffs on all items and show if he did what that would cost people in their states. How would make
Oh shit, right in front of us. Right in front of us, right at the light pole. I mean, I was looking more to the left there, then all of a sudden that guy popped up.
California's liberal incompetence is on full display 1 year since the deadly Palisades fire.
I love that.
Hi, folks. I'd like to tell you about WaRefi. Did you know that as an accredited investor, when you invest in WaRefi, your interest rate is fixed? And did you know that you can invest from 1 to 5 years, and you can spread your investment over those terms to best suit your needs? And you have the freedom to take your monthly interest income or reinvest it, whatever you choose. When you invest in WaRefi, your interest is calculated daily, you're paid monthly, and should you need your money back early, there is a liquidity feature. Would you like more information? All you have to do is call 877-80-INVEST. That's 877-80-INVEST, or log on to investwarefi.com. That's investwarefi.com for complete details. And make sure you review the private placement memorandum and scan this QR code to view the disclosure at your leisure. WaRefi, investing in America's future.
I have this red dot on my nose that had been there for a while, and it turns out it was skin cancer.
The word cancer is scary, no matter where it is.
I was told that surgery was the only option, and I did not want to get cut open on my face.
I started doing my own search and found Gentle Cure. Changed my life. If you, like millions of others, are affected by non-melanoma skin cancer, surgery is not the only option. People everywhere are discovering Gentle Cure. Gentle Cure uses low-energy X-rays to kill cancer cells with a 99% cure rate. Plus, there's no cutting, no surgical scarring, no downtime.
Gentle Cure was literally an answer to my prayers.
To learn more, call today or go to GentleCure.com.
Inside the future of America's defense with exclusive insight from top military officers tonight on Special Report.
Should take you for a run again?
Yeah.
Get exclusive offers on select new Volvo models. Contact your Volvo retailer to learn more. Get exclusive offers on select new Volvo models. Contact your Volvo retailer to learn more.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease and struggling with your symptoms? It's not too soon to talk to your doctor about Entyvio for moderate to severe Crohn's and learn about the results you need, including rapid symptom relief and long-term remission. Entyvio is the only gut-focused treatment for Crohn's that helps block inflammation in the gut and works right where you need it. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, PML, a rare brain infection that can result in death, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Learn more about the only treatment for Crohn's that works right where you need it. And ask your doctor about gut-focused Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen.
Gut-focused Entyvio.
protests that did with Palisades wildfires in California, and residents of Los Angeles are still struggling to rebuild. LA Mayor Ken Pass seems to be taking victory lap on the city's recovery efforts, despite the damage done to 112 homes that being rebuilt in Los Angeles County today. Watch this.
Fell out of their homes. This doesn't make anybody feel wonderful for me to sit here and tell you that this is one of the fastest recovery and rebuilding efforts that the state of California has ever seen. And I'm proud of them, but I do have to acknowledge the grief.
There's kids at 30 fucking shit! There's kids everywhere! He's fine! He's fine! He's got equipment!
I'm gonna run out. Come on, I'm not stupid. This is my original invoice when I bought this watch from a dealer in LA. I can't tell you how many pictures and videos of me wearing this watch. I'm not gonna run out. Come on, I'm not stupid.
He's completely redone. The insurance companies are recalcitrant. You don't have the governor and the mayor.
You wanna see some bullshit?
The Army Corps of Engineers and EPA, those are federal assets.
That is
Yeah, you know.
Same old, same old. Living the dream.
My lawyer fucking emailed me today. He's like, you didn't put any money in there. You know, I can't keep going forward. I said, listen, I'll talk to you when I get to the... when I get to the office. He's like, all right. Then I got a letter. Child support's going to go after Morg. Because I put him on main care. Like she told me to. Had to block her.
Again?
Well, yeah, after yesterday, yeah, I had to block her. She begged me not to, but I had to. I can't deal with that shit. I just can't, you know. It's just not. That's about it, man.
My prayers still go out to the people of California. I listened to Kennedy yesterday. He was on the show.
Got another job to go look at Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Like, that's the real good thing, Johnny, is work starting to pour in. If I can stay occupied, that'd be fucking great. But today I was like, no. He's like, you want to wait until I get my car out? And I'm like, you didn't get your car out the other day. The neighbor never left all day. So I was like, dude, no. I'm like, no, we'll just call it a day. We're not in a rush. You know what I mean? Angela's is not in a rush. I said, and if you really want, then we can go down there Saturday and work. So. And that's it, man. What are you going to do?
Yeah, right.
Permits and applications. Meanwhile, a year ago, it was Gavin Newsom himself who was sort of, rightly so, thanking President Trump for removing the brush, whatever, and now they're saying it's him. Like, the liberal mayors that you talked about, right? They go on to become governors. I mean, I was subjected to Gavin Newsom as my San Francisco mayor. He was utterly inept then. He was just obsessed with the microphones then. The Care-Not Cash program. Everything suffered under his watch, and now it's just a broader scale because he's in charge of the whole thing.
Fuck.
The mess that is there, and them patting themselves on the back, it's such an added slap in the face, and especially to those 31 families that still mourn the loss of their loved one, and that this Christmas had a missing seat, had a seat that wasn't filled. That's their watch, and yet they're still congratulating themselves.
I think he's going to use it to run for office for the presidency because he says the president could have done more. And if he was president, he could have done
Come on, Zeus.
one more thing is up next.
President Trump promised to put America first, and his word is as good as gold. Trump delivered a secure border, unleashed American energy, and provided the largest tax cut in American history. Now Trump has delivered again by rescheduling cannabis, which was classified
It's 250.
and fentanyl. Trump's action will
250.
destroy the cartel's illicit black market, expand medical research, and ensure seniors and veterans safely receive the care they need. Thank President Trump. for delivering on another America First promise.
We're here for one reason, to help people.
The child is in trouble. Julie! Julie!
Jesus.
Let's get you out of here. It's not gonna hurt.
That's it!
We're just two friends.
Right.
It's not like we're together.
We're trapped. What's next? Just go.
I will try to do this. One Chicago. Check your local listings. Poverty is unimaginable. If you're ever going to allow your Christian faith to rise and to do something for God's chosen people.
See that lady that fucked around in fucking Minnesota?
Yeah, I watched a couple of the videos. It's hard to say. You know what I mean? She wasn't going fucking too fast. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was going towards the guy, but he had plenty of time to get out of the way.
But it was still intent, I guess.
What intent? To get around him? If she was going to run him over, her wheel would have stayed straight and towards him. She was turning. He did get out of the way. It just depends on how you look at the video.
Right.
It really does. You know what I mean? I mean, where's the intent of, they're all starting to surround her vehicle. Now she gets nervous, right? And nobody wants to listen to the police anymore and stop. So, I mean, yeah, she didn't listen to a lawful order. I mean, you can go that route maybe, but I think that cop's going to get some time. Just the videos that I saw, you know what I mean? Tires aren't squealing. You know what I mean? She's not like really going at him. He had all the time in the world to move.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
I think that one's a little, I hope not.
Now, I have Skyrizi.
Fucking Zeus, come on!
And now, I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining. Don't use it allergic. Serious allergic reactions increase
This guy that was supposed to do the 10 o'clock in fucking Kitty Bunk now wants to change to 2 o'clock, and I have to grab Riley at what, 2:50?
Yeah.
So I just told him I have an estimate at 12, and then I have to pick my kid up from 2, so 2 might be the best time, and then we just can't fuck around, right? Because it's a half-hour ride.
Right.
So, or maybe I go do the estimate and you pick up Riley.
Okay. I could do either.
Something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
So, alright.
Yeah, whatever makes it easy.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, you coming here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you here.
Alright, love you.
Love you too.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Do you think that
Never forget. Tokyo, we're a 535-pound blue.
Better, but I do have a message.
Mayor of Minneapolis, Fry, has said I should.
The northern Japanese coast, and the tuna often brings in over $6,000 per pound. Bluefins were once a threatened species.
Oh, when your husband takes you fucking Whataburger, look at him trying to hide his face over there. It doesn't work. And what is it called? A prickly pear? It's a prickly pear tree. Raspberry. That chain's. By understanding your unique needs, we help.
Shipbuilding effort. My exclusive interview with Navy Secretary John Fallon is is coming up in just moments. But first, breaking tonight, a motorist who federal officials said tried to run down an immigration agent is dead tonight. She was shot by the ICE agent. The FBI and state law enforcement are investigating. Homeland Security Director Kristi Noem calls it an act of domestic terrorism and says the driver tried to kill the agent. The mayor of Minneapolis says that is, quote, garbage. Minnesota's governor says the tragedy was, quote, totally predictable and totally avoidable. We're awaiting a news conference at some time from the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. But first, senior correspondent Mike Tobin is in Minneapolis with the very latest. Good evening, Mike.
The Minneapolis City Council has now identified the 37-year-old woman who was shot and killed today. Renee Nicole Good is her name. And as tensions are once again mounting in Minneapolis, Governor Tim Walz has put out a warning order to the National Guard, telling them to prepare to activate if needed. Now, DHS says the ICE officer who fired the shot fired in defense of his life and the lives of fellow agents. There are a number of videos that are circulating online.
Now watch. See him there? Like,
What you can see is 3 agents on the ground on Portland Avenue to the south side of the city of Minneapolis. They approach a Honda SUV. It should be noted that we have just learned through multiple ICE sources that none of them had their body cameras activated at the time. But what you see is with these agents on the ground, one of them was standing in front of that Honda SUV. The Honda SUV lunges forward. The agent draws his sidearm.
you know, it's odd, right? Like, it happens so fast.
Right. I mean, he fired because he feared for his life. The one in the front there.
This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an act of domestic terrorism?
But that's what it ultimately comes down to, is what the FBI says, I guess, right? That's going to be the ultimate fucking question. What's the FBI say? Each video you see, it looks a little more aggressive than the next. But, you know, they're going to say, oh, well, you couldn't get much traction because of the snow. It's crazy. Never stops, that's for sure. Look at it, I must have fucked up and paid my credit card an extra payment.
Oh, nice. It happens. Sometimes.
I guess.
I've done it.
I guess.
Get a little high, fucking do stuff.
Oh, I got so much fucking paperwork to do, Johnny. I found another wire to charge the camera.
Nice.
Yeah. This fucking guy, what do you need, huh? What? Oh. Your cousin Tammy hit me up. Said she's taking down her tree. She's like, I heard you got no heat there. I said, no.
No, I told her we have heat, but we have to turn our hot water off and on.
Yeah, so she's laughing. She was like, good luck with that. I was like, thanks.
Stop licking my pants. No, stop licking my pants.
President Trump announced its interim government disagreed to only purchase American products with money generated.
What's the matter? Huh? What's up? You want to try to go poop now? You want to try to go out and go poop? Hey! You be nice. Fuck, you want to go out? Then you go out. But don't fucking chomp. You hear her?
Yeah.
She's not happy. Come on. No, she won't go. Come on. Bear, go. Bear, go poop. This dog's been playing like this all day, though. All he does is piss, Johnny. Doesn't even poop. He almost went up at the neighbor today.
Oh, really?
Well, he fucking hopped up on the wall. The neighbor was shoveling the driveway. Bear. Bear. Shit if you're gonna shit. Hey. About time. I wish you'd shit in your box, Zeus. That's what I wish. Can you not stand on my foot? You're heavy. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so I mean, I don't fucking know, man. Go to Angeles tomorrow. Gotta leave there fucking like 1 o'clock, 1:30 to get back here to pick Riley up. I gotta try to find somebody up this way that can stop picking Riley up for me. Because he can't ride his bike that far, right? Not now.
Right.
I gotta figure out something. And I can't fucking, I don't want to ask Morgan, have Megan pick him up, and that, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to do nothing like that, man. I'll take the fucking hit. I'll start working Saturdays. That's all I can do. Fuck it. He's fine here by himself. Right. You know what I mean? Like except cook-wise. I gotta go look at the ceiling. It looks like they were doing drywall and all of a sudden they got a leak now in the ceiling. I think somebody fucking hit a pipe with a screw. But I gotta look at it. And I told her, I said, because I gotta leave the job I'm on, there's gonna be an upcharge. I'm like, I never do that, but I have to do it this time. Just because that way if I take the day, off from Angela's, I don't lose that much money.
Right.
So. And then A and I might go down to Angela's on Saturday. Not in a rush for it, but...
This is an amphibious assault ship, and you've got some things being built here.
Yeah, it's a great ship. The motto of the ship is no better friend, no worse enemy. And that's a Marine Corps motto, but this ship will have over 1,500 Marines on it when it gets ready to ship out, and roughly about 1,000 sailors.
So on this yard, it's the biggest one. You've got 13 in the yard, 18 under construction broadly. I mean, that's a lot moving, but it takes...
Darlene didn't send you home with any food?
Nope.
How about the nutty one? She driving you nuts?
I haven't really heard from her.
Oh. Maybe she got the hint?
But the other day when I was at the bank, I gave them my last 2 pay stubs. Now they want my W-2s.
Oh, nice. And you don't have them, do you?
I do have them. They're in my room.
Ah. What are you going to do, Johnny? We're going to figure it out, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to grab them and
You know? Figure it out, that's for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
so I told my lawyer, I gotta wait, you know what I mean? Like, I'll just explain to him, hey, look, man, here's the truth, right? You know, I can't do anything right now because the wife's, you know, rat me out. You know, I'm clearing maybe $400 extra a month after my car payment. I will pay you. Just get through this divorce and help me, you know, get child support. You know what I mean? Like, just help me get a little child support. We'll go from there. He could tell me to go fuck myself. You know?
Yeah.
But he said it'd be, you know, 3,500 to 5,000, but then fighting them 2 goddamn restraining orders cost me $3,000 in itself.
Right.
And I'm sure that's what her attorney advised her, right? Keep getting them. But when she got one against fucking dude,
served in the Atlantic and Pacific theaters in World War II before being decommissioned in 1947. It opened as a museum ship, a National Historic Landmark in Mobile Bay in 1965. The USS Alabama listed in front of the museum here was 45,000.
I think this week I'll make like 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
The plans to build this
It's alright.
battleship, 35,000-ton ship, and the first ship named Defiant was part of the Golden Fleet. We've seen the pictures of it. It would be the largest non-aircraft carrier ship made in the U.S.
What do we say the internet and phone were together? 60? What's the internet?
The internet's 65.
So 20.
About 20.
And then the phone.
35.
35.
Yeah, I owe you $50.
Why?
Because you gave me 800.
Yeah.
Because if I take that 50, right, put it towards the electric, right?
Well, that's what I was saying, right? Like, if. No, I think we agreed that $60 is what the phone and cable were, or internet, and then that I would cover electric if you covered them, right?
Right, you did say that.
Yeah, so I think that's all right. So the bill came in. We're like 188.
That's not bad.
No.
Maybe like a buck or two more.
We're right there, right? We're right there. So, I'm not, you know.
Right, and fucking shut everything down. Everyone can wear hoodies.
Yeah, you know, we're almost through it, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, true. We are almost through it.
We were fucking close. We were a lot closer through it than we are in it. I think somebody said it was like 71 days or something, or so, you know. And then we fucking, it's like dark at 8 o'clock again.
Oh no, not that.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for you can just take the slingshot and fucking go.
So at the end of the day, we're going to get this ship designed, and we're going to start building it very quickly.
The president went to Truth Social today, shocked some people, especially in the defense industry, said that defense companies, military equipment production, are not producing our great military equipment rapidly enough, and once produced, not maintaining it properly equipped. From this moment forward, the executive
Is my mic on?
a modern production plan
Yeah.
for delivering and maintaining the support equipment and for building the latest models of future military equipment. Until they do so, no executive should be allowed to make in excess of $5 million. I'll not permit to rectify it. Well, that obviously hit the defense companies on markets today. What about that?
Our big defense companies are not performing. We are behind schedule, we're over budget, there's no accountability. And I'm supportive of what the president's trying to do, which is to get them to invest and put money back into the defense sector, which has allowed them to become as big as they are.
And armaments, missiles, there's all kinds of reporting about mapping out a battle potentially against China where we run out of munitions.
Munitions are a critical thing that we are very focused on, and I think this is part of why I think he issued that tweet today. He has had enough.
I'm out here in Peabody going to tracks 3 for 7 all time.
And start to perform, and that's really what
Connor McDavid breaks in on UC Soros.
We've allowed, substandard things to occur, and rightly so.
Let's change it up in this video. Instead of taking money off stupid people, let's talk about a different cascade. Not necessarily a different shuffle, but a different cascade. That if you see this, you know the person's been playing cards their entire life. All right, so the shuffle is the same. This part isn't any different. But I push down with the left middle and push down with the right pinky, and then also pick up with the thumb in the middle. So picking up in the middle, pushing down on the edges. Also notice how I push the middle finger and the pinky into one another. I'll do that again for you so you can see what it looks like. Again, the shuffle, nothing different about that. Just push down, pull up in the middle. Pretty cool. Now, it doesn't matter how you shuffle cards. You always have to remember after you shuffle, you always cut. But when you show the person a really smooth cascade like that, it conveys that you cannot cheat because the shuffle is fair.
Does the U.S. need to spend more? 6%
Ronald Reagan, I think, said the only more expensive than a Navy's not having a Navy, and I think that's very true. I think the risk people need to think about is what happens if you don't have the dollar? It's a question you should ask yourself. Very bad thing.
What's the thing that keeps you up at night?
Look, I once got asked by sailors in San Diego, what's your goal? And I said, my goal is basically having zero caskets draped within America.
So would you say this is the Somali population is an important demographic for Democrats to win over politically?
If we get into the fight, hopefully that happen with absolute resolve. We are not a country to be messed with, and the president is not someone to be messed with. And if you do, you're going to see what you're like. So that's really what keeps me up at night.
When you walk these shipyards and see what's being built and what you have planned to be built, you're hopeful?
We kind of let things act.
I added an extra snap, and what that's for is when you don't have 100 bills, let's say you only have 20, what you're going to do is close this up and use the top snap. That way, it doesn't look super loose.
Is a way to try to get better, not with how modern weapons are fighting today. Particularly the president's tweet today is a shot across the bow to the defense companies. You need to pick it up. And I think that's the right answer. I think I'm optimistic that we'll start to see some action.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Lordy Lord. What to do, Johnny? What to do, huh? What do you do, man?
To their guns on deck. Veterans who served on the ship said they were often facing Japanese fire as they ran to their positions to attack the planes. The gunfire would shoot ahead of the planes, so the planes actually ran into the gunfire. They stayed around for a long time, but after they were decommissioned, those Bofors guns actually were still in use on some ships
2013. Special report continues after this. Breaking right now. We're not going to go to break. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem just about ready to give this briefing on the deadly ICE shooting in Minneapolis. The officials there walking out to the podium. Again, we are waiting for the Homeland Security Secretary, and this involves a woman who was blocking the street. Here's our secretary. We'll see what she has to say about this incident today.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. I want to start out by addressing the loss of life that we saw here in Minneapolis. Any loss of life is a tragedy, and I think all of us can agree that in this situation it is preventable. I've spoken to the president today about the situation here on the ground. I also just got off the phone a little while ago with Governor Walz and spoke to him as well. I want to reiterate first with all of you the facts that happened today. At 6:40 p.m. Thursday, interregional custody was established for law enforcement officials here in Minneapolis. Because of Goldberg's weather that Minneapolis has seen in recent snow, one of the vehicles became stuck and ensnared in the snow. Law enforcement were attempting to push out this vehicle, and when a mob of agitators that were harassing them all day began blocking them in, shouting at them, and impeding law enforcement operations. ICE officers and agents approached the vehicle of the individual in question, who was blocking the officers in with her vehicle, and she had been stalking and impeding their work all throughout the day. ICE agents repeatedly ordered her to get out of the car and to stop obstructing law enforcement, but she refused to obey their commands. She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle, and she attempted to run a law enforcement officer over. This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to anyone, an act of domestic terrorism. But ICE officers did not let her go. He used his training to take him home on his behalf of his colleagues. He was treated at a local hospital and has been released from the hospital. I urge the American people at this same time to pray for him, but also to pray for the deceased family and her loved ones. Today alone in this country, there have been 4 different domestic terrorist attacks on federal officers by the ramming of vehicles. 3 of them happened here in Minneapolis. We've seen over 100 of these vehicle rammings happen in just recent weeks, and this won't stop now. ICE alone is facing a 1,300% increase in assault against them and an 8,000% increase in death threats against all of them. In fact, the very same officer who was attacked today had previously been grabbed by an anti-ICE rider who had rammed him with a car and driven it back in the shingle. He sustained injuries at that time as well. Today and why we've been here. I mean, communities across this country and here in Minneapolis isn't enforcing the laws that they've been supposed to. For years, in this country, ICE has pinned millions of dangerous criminal illegal aliens, terrorists, and suspected terrorists were allowed to invade our country over our southern border. They were allowed to steal, to defraud, and to perpetuate violence against American citizens. Regardless of who your mayor or who your governor is, President Trump promised every single American that he would make America safe again. He promised every single American that he would work to protect them from dangerous criminals. Since Governor Walz has been in charge of Minnesota, we have seen homicides go up by over 50%. That's also during Mayor Frye's tenure as well. Since President Trump took office, Governor Walz has released over 470 violent criminals back onto the streets here in Minneapolis. He has another 680 of them still within his jurisdiction that he could give to us today to face the consequences for their crimes. Because Governor Walz and Mayor Frye refuse to protect Minnesotans, and instead they protect these criminals, that's why we're here. And we didn't just show up yesterday, we've always been here. But we're surging operations because of the dangerous situation we see in this country, and because we're no longer going to allow illegal criminals to damage and harm, to kill, to sexually abuse, to proliferate drugs, and to steal American taxpayers' dollars. This state has faced unprecedented immigration fraud. It's seen unprecedented benefit fraud. Individuals were allowed to come into this country and set up fake companies and fake nonprofits and divert billions of dollars away from
citizens and those vulnerable citizens who truly needed the services from those programs. This city has burned before, and your mayor and your governor let it happen. President Trump is not going to let that happen. He and our federal law enforcement officers are here to bring peace and to bring public safety and to ensure that criminal activity is stopped and that people who perpetuate it will face consequences. Since we have been here in recent weeks, we have arrested over 1,500 criminals off of the streets. Our law enforcement has arrested murderers, known and suspected terrorists, child pedophiles, and other brutal criminals that were protected here in this city. We should all work together to protect our citizens. We should all protect the men and the women and the families who live here in Minneapolis, who live in Minnesota, and live throughout this entire country. I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank you for focusing on the important work that our federal officers do and make sure that we're focused on the priorities of this country, and that's making sure that we're keeping people safe. With that, I'll take any questions that you may have. I say that he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's very clear that this individual was harassing and impeding law enforcement operations. Our officer followed his training, did exactly what he's been taught to do in that situation, and took actions to defend himself and defend his fellow law enforcement officers. The officer was hit by the vehicle. She hit him. He went to the hospital. A doctor did treat him. He has been released, but he's going to spend some time with his family. I can't, but the FBI will continue the investigation and release more facts when that's appropriate.
Did he get hit?
I think he ran his foot over.
Following the standard protocol procedures we do in situations like this. When there's an officer-involved shooting, we make sure that we get the facts and that we are getting the statements from everybody involved and make sure that investigators are handling the decisions. No, we're still out on the streets doing our work to get dangerous criminals off of the streets of Minneapolis. You know, Ken and I have known each other for years. We served in Congress together. We both ran for governor the same year and have served as governor at the same times. So we were colleagues, and we discussed what happened here today. We have two very different viewpoints of it. I talked specifically about the fact that we have laws. They need to be enforced. He knows that I believe sanctuary policies have protected criminals and placed a priority of them over the citizens that live here. And he knows we'll continue to do our work, and I encouraged him to work with us. We've never had a cooperative arrangement with law enforcement here. Whenever we've done investigations, whenever we've done police work, when we've been doing what we can to bring people to justice for the crimes that they commit, we haven't had the cooperation of the state of Minnesota or the city police here under the mayor's direction. If you talk to any of these federal law enforcement officers, they'll say that when they call for backup in a situation, that it's hit or miss. They were grateful today that the police chief and local law enforcement showed up at the scene and helped secure it to make sure that nobody was harmed and that the FBI could do their work. But I would encourage them to work with us, that we could form a partnership that would make sure that individuals have the opportunity to have a safe Minneapolis. Over here. You know, it's clearly established law that a vehicle driven by a person and used to harm someone is a deadly weapon. Deadly force is perfectly lawful when a threat is faced by a weapon. So I do believe that this officer used his training in this situation, and we'll let the FBI continue the investigation to get it resolved. I know you keep asking that, but that doesn't mean that the FBI is going to give you an answer today. There will be an investigation. We want to make sure that it's factual. What I would ask is that as we go forward from here today, that we all remember that our job is to have peaceful discussions. I'd encourage our local law enforcement and state law enforcement to work with us. We are going to continue to operate here in Minneapolis and in the state of Minnesota to make sure we're going after dangerous criminals. One of the key focuses that we've had here is a focus on individuals who are sexual predators and are involved in child exploitation. When I was just here yesterday, we arrested individuals who were charged with criminal assault and sexual assault and people that exploited children, why would you want to keep them on your streets? President Trump has promised to go after the worst of the worst, and that's exactly what we're doing in Minneapolis. By not working with us, Governor Walz and Mayor Fry are putting those criminals and prioritizing them over our children and our grandchildren. And that's simply not true. He said that to me on the phone too, so I'll give him the documentation that he needs so that he knows that we would love to coordinate with him. He doesn't give us access to any information on criminals, let us know who he's detained, doesn't honor our detainers, and has individuals and criminals in his jurisdiction that he won't turn over today. Yes. I won't speak to that case right now, but we can get you the details and the information on that. But the fact of the matter is he's an experienced officer. He's been in situations like this before, and he certainly
Hey, fuck off.
all of his training today. You know, people need to stop using their vehicles as weapons. This domestic act of terrorism to use your vehicle to try to kill law enforcement officers is going to stop. And
John Harbaugh getting canned after, I believe, 18.
Because it's clear that it's being coordinated. People are being trained and told how to use their vehicles to impede law enforcement operations and then to run over anybody who gets in their way while they go out there and try to disrupt peace and public safety. And Americans deserve better. That hasn't been a part of the discussion. I know Governor Walz mentioned some of that earlier in his press conference.
Miguel Cabrera, if you're watching this, bro, I hope this is your bad. And if you authenticated, brother, we got a nice watch for you waiting. TikTok do your thing.
I'll tell you the story. Like, I'm being straight up. So when I was like 11, I may have found some of the.
Were out there doing an enforcement action, and a vehicle got stuck in the snow, and so they had called for other people to come and help them get that vehicle out. Those officers were trying to free the vehicle.
Need a new roof in New Jersey for just $7,000? Effective Roof can help. We are.
So here's a really good optical illusion where it looks like this metal keyring is jumping between two rubber bands. It looks like it's linked onto this upper rubber band.
We'll let the FBI decide. They were returning back to headquarters, I believe, to start a new operation. Had just completed one. Well, thank you. What's that? Mine was one of the vehicles that ICE officers were using. But remember, when we operate in a task force model. So we have other federal agencies that work with us, and we're very grateful for that. We have CBP officers, the FBI, DEA, ATF, all of those, they all work with us every day in the task force model, and we appreciate it. We'd love to have the state police, and we'd also love to have the Minneapolis police chief and his team be alongside of us while we're out there doing those enforcement operations. That will give you more information as it is revealed, but thank you and everybody. Let's work together to make sure that we can continue to help the city be safer, get more criminals off the streets, and ensure that our public has the opportunity to pursue the American dream in a city they can be proud of. Thank you.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem in Minneapolis talking about the ICE-involved shooting. She said it was an act of domestic terrorism by the driver, who she said threatened the ICE agent, who ended up firing his pistol into the car and killing that woman, 37 years old. Joining us tonight to react to all of this, former New York Police Inspector, Fox News contributor Paul Mauro, and Fox News chief political analyst Brit Hume. Paul, I want to play one of the videos.
People are fucking around and finding out, I guess. I don't know.
I know you've seen these, and some are more clear than others, but I want to play one of them as we talk to you. You heard what the Homeland Security Secretary
I want to see him get hit.
Your reaction, Paul. Well, very clearly, she's sticking to the line that she had said earlier. She feels like it was a justified shooting, and I'm sure she has since reviewed all the videos that are bouncing around out there.
Don't.
The decision has been made, I'm sure quite cognizantly, that they feel like they can go with that storyline, and that, in fact, is what this video shows. Personally, I think that it is pretty clear that at the very least, whether you can argue about the contact, how much contact, etc., but the vehicle very clearly was proceeding towards that cop. As he already was drawing his weapon, he made that split-second decision. The DHS secretary has decided that that is what they're going to say. They're going to back up this police officer. And I think, very interestingly, she said they are going to remain there. She made a real point of that ICE is going to continue the operations that they've been undertaking in Minneapolis to this point. Yeah, obviously, Minneapolis mayor, the Minnesota governor, Tim Walz, see that video exactly different.
Cut it out.
And they look at it differently, talk about it.
When you get old, you'll see what it's like.
In Minneapolis police.
Sit down and get back to
It doesn't. I gotta get up and down while I work all day. You know? Fucking climbing ladders and shit sucks.
Danny Duncan really woke up and said, "Let me confuse a cop today." Yeah.
This video.
Fucking Roy took a shellacking last night, huh?
Fucking kill me. I was watching. It was fucking 2-2. Then they score the fucking quick one at the end of the period. I was like, good night. Stupid fucking penalties, man.
Good timber does not grow with ease. The strong.
Oh man, the plows fucking going by this morning fucking freaked me out because they were fucking loud. I thought the fucking furnace blew up. They were that fucking loud. They fucking woke me like fucking 4:15 fucking plowing. I mean, it was, I don't know if they fucking dug into the ground, but it was loud. It fucking woke me up. I'm like, that's the fucking furnace? And then I heard the furnace kick on. It was fucking loud.
I didn't hear him.
Because he was probably snoring in your ear.
I was up and out.
What happened was our ICE officers were out in enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow.
The roads were fucking gross until I got to like fucking Gore. And then they fucking changed over complete fucking just raining.
Yep, I was like, oh fuck, I ain't going. I'm not doing it.
In Uxbridge this morning, an Uxbridge police officer is dead following a crash on 146.
Palisades 1 year after deadly wildfires poured through the area. We're live in Woodville, Alabama, in front of the USS.
Meet Jan. She's enjoying a beautiful day outdoors with friends and family. She's also managing
Watching number 2.
by taking Jardiance, a little pill with a big story to tell. You see, once daily Jardiance can help lower your A1C. Jardiance works 24/7 on your body.
That's something we can get quick flip.
Yeah, I haven't brought somebody on a flip with me since Tobin.
Yeah, so since the little guy, I know, that's what I was.
But you're not a little guy.
I'm not a little guy.
How old are you? You are a
I just want to see the works.
Want to bring him on?
What you got?
Me too, it was nice. Alright.
Oh, you ate all that?
The steel bezel on it. Yeah. I tell you this, $2,900.
Oh, you said she made a bunch.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. If you say a bunch, then you ate a bunch. Yeah.
Okay, I am here with a very, very special Rolex Prince, with very special provenance that I have had my eyes set on for a long time. My offers have been turned down. I am with the legal counsel of the estate today, and I am hoping that I can close this deal, but I'm going to let our attorney, well, their attorney, speak on the watch.
Is that what you heated up?
Look, I appreciate you being here. I hope that we can come to a deal.
Me too.
I've been involved with the watch since...
I was giving him a blowjob.
Welcome back to season...
I don't think
tranquil experience.
How do you not know?
Because it's the same.
I know, but
all I did was crack the top, and then I put it in the microwave. I didn't actually look at it until I fucking opened it up, and I'm like, man, why does it look so creamy looking? And I fucking took that first
Headed
bite.
to
And I was like,
Walmart.
oh, what the fuck? Why does that taste like crunching me dip? Just a jackass.
yeah, I don't know if that's. I don't know how that works.
Design is not.
Look, I get what.
Sugar boom boom, I'm chasing dragon. This dragon's got my hand. Sugar boom boom, out robbing people, but I'm an honest man.
This is Dr.
Dr. Terry Gray from Maine Comprehensive. We're just fun. Well, I'm not meaning to replace.
This is my favorite kneeling pad. You can.
Yeah, he does not get hit at all. This video is slow motion. I mean, it's going to be a tough one.
Visit us online or call the number on your screen right now. Call 800-326-9400.
Checking the fitment of your week.
Stand behind you.
FanDuel is a portal to hell.
Samsung just.
The Palisades fire breaks out near the coast. Hours later, over 30 miles inland, the Eaton fire sparked.
I've partnered with Musin.
I was like, okay.
I used to think that wearing a fragrance was just.
Fire crews blamed in part on a key reservoir drained for a maintenance project.
Firefighters are literally using the garden hose to fill up their truck.
In all, 31 people killed, 12,000 homes destroyed.
Well, these vegetables really look fresh, Alice. How about these eggs? Shall I hard boil them? On second thought, maybe scrambled would be better. Sorry, Alice. Oh, it's all right. Gooey, but all right.
Greg, do you have to come booming through doors like that?
Those kids, they have no respect for a man's privacy.
What man?
Me. I'm in high school now, and when you're in high school, you're not a kid anymore. You're a man. And a man doesn't want to be pestered by kids. He wants privacy. Mom, I think we have to make some change.
Mayor Bass points in part to insurance payouts as slowing down rebuilds. But critics say the scale of destruction
I'm happy. I do need to get a new.
And live here in the Palisades, the feds
how etiquette has been blamed. Correct. That's it. Pacific Palisades match out. Up next, the panel on what comes next in Venezuela and the Trump administration's shipbuilding effort as well. But first,
you know, as soon as that perimeter collapsed, Boris.
Oh, well, Willie, thanks for the time. You've seen this process. You guys have been here for years.
It's coming to America.
And then it stacks together and you get a ship like this, right?
Yes. It's actually quite amazing. And you pay so much attention to what you do on a daily basis.
Busy, go.
Hey, honey.
What?
What's a dinosaur's least favorite reindeer?
Comment.
Comment.
That's so stupid. You know you might.
Real sense of pride to know that you are the leader.
I was at her place, and she walked in. I was fucking.
It's $2,500. I just have an inkling that for once I'm going to win on blackjack against Daryl, the Destroyer. I'm going to try and mix that play like 600 or so on a couple different hands.
All right.
I think that's 600. Let's see, whatever it is, it is. All right, a king, a 4, a ace.
Oh.
Another 4. I like our chances here.
Do you ever split 4s against a 7?
I would. You don't split 4s ever. Yeah.
You don't split 4s against a 6? What?
When you can double and double after split and all
That's a lot of stacks of chips, Daryl. All right. What I would like to do with these is not split them, but hit them.
Yes.
That's a lovely hit, Daryl. Thank you. Wow, he's being especially friendly today. Look a win or run it up?
He's always friendly, whether you win or lose.
Well, that's yeah,
with his
friendly
words.
but in terms of his,
Knock is cheap, though. The chips, that's what we want.
Choose discipline.
33 years. And I always worked for a
Well.
reason. That reason was to provide stability for my coming here, I found a purpose. That purpose is to provide stability for our country.
Well, thank you for your service. Search report for Mobile, Alabama continues after this. What the hotel? Another $150 a night for my favorite honey. What? He didn't check Trivago. He got mine for $155.
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 40%.
He didn't check Trivago.
Hotel Trivago.
After my fall, when I was recovering, my doctor recommended Boost. Today, I'm back out on the range, working and riding again. A real comeback deserves a real boost.
Folks, I'd like to tell you about Robbie Fox. Did you know that as an accredited investor, when you invest in Robbie Fox, your interest rate is fixed? And did you know that you can invest?
I know, that's what sends me hours to go back. Mike's like, you don't want to interrupt him. Yeah. No, I didn't say that. You go, I think they're lying. Well, I just said that because I know, but if anyone's walking in, I always say, they're lying. I'm a little different than fucking Rico. I know that, but I was just giving you the courtesy. In case you wanted to come in and like say, I don't know, I never went shoot. Austin, I never went shoot. I didn't say shoot. Pick this location. Nobody knows. We just ended up here by
Random and scan this QR code to view the disclosures at your leisure. Robbie Fox, investing.
I get my blood work done.
Get the fuck out of my neighborhood!
We're looking for a house closer to everything, but we don't know where to start.
Find it with Realtor.com. With Realtor, it's easy to find a home closer to whatever close to your heart. Realtor.com.
We're here for one reason, to help people.
A child is in trouble. Julie! Julie!
Police have arrested.
Since you're out here, it's not gonna hurt.
They begin the night tied for fourth with Houston. There's LeBron!
Honey, are you sure you're... Nothing beats a jet to you.
My dad has never been in better shape. He had a stroke and passed away. But he did incredible things for my family.
You're gonna want to get to...
In 10 minutes, you can...
That'd be great. Watch this. Against my opponent. It's time to make history.
Aaron fought for freedom.
The last fucking coming in this place.
You're getting fucking hot-headed.
What? You see my father on the floor?
I know.
So what do you mean I'm getting hot-headed?
Relax.
Okay, tonight is a critical...
Change our nation and inspire the generation to serve. Today, many of those veterans urgently need your help. At Wounded Warrior Project, it is our honor to serve this
Crucial night.
After I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, likely because of chemicals from microplant, my mom was lost, my dad was lost. He couldn't fix it.
Yeah. That's the fucking problem, Johnny, is I'm drinking coffee like a fucking champ. I can't do another one. I can't. It's like crack, man. I don't know what it is lately. It's like fucking crack. Like, I can't stop. I fucking sit there, I drink a bunch of coffee, I'm hyped up, and then I smoke a bunch of weed, and I'm stoned, but I'm hyped up, and I can't fucking, I toss and turn. That's why I probably didn't hear the thing, because I tossed and turned. 2 and then 5 I was up, right? You got up. I think you went out and warmed up your car this time.
Yeah.
Because the dogs came back in. Annabelle texted me, like, good morning, and then I was like, good morning, and she's like, oh, you're up early. I was like, oh.
This is an insane plan. They're talking about stealing the Venezuelan oil at gunpoint for a period of time as leverage to micromanage the country.
I think if people could hear everything that we just heard, I think they'd have a renewed confidence in that, in both the planning leading up to it and the planning going forward.
Once you take out a leader of the country, you break it, you buy it.
Venezuela policy, I would say, many were looking for other places, perhaps, for the administration. Wall Street Journal, Trump looks beyond Venezuela to push for more muscular control of nations in which the U.S. views as its sphere of influence faces tests ahead. Experts in the region note parts of Venezuela could descend into chaos if clear lines of leadership aren't established quickly, and critics say they'll have to great power to bicker with China, but also feel more bold to copy the U.S. example and push for more control in the regions they view as problematic. Well, with that, let's bring in our panel. Fox News chief political analyst Rick Hume, Democratic specialist on legal at Elra, and Annie Linsky, White House reporter for the Wall Street Journal. Annie, you were one of the writers of that piece. Do you think there's something beyond the administration is looking for next?
Yeah, and the action in Venezuela certainly sends a message not only to other countries.
I sent this to Annabelle, and I said, I thought of you when I saw it, and she just hearted it. It makes me think of her for some. I think just a goth, right?
No, kind of. The face almost kind of looks like her too.
Yeah, I saw it. I sent it to her. I was like, "Yo," she started laughing. She hearted it. Like, what the fuck? That just looked weird. Like, Zeus, I'm not giving you nothing.
Very many Americans are going to be upset as Senator Chip Murphy seems to be that the U.S. has taken control of some of this tainted oil and is going to sell it for the benefit of the U.S. and Venezuela. Venezuela made it the 4th richest country on earth and is now struggling to keep pumping and get anything out of it. There's a lot that needs to be done down there, and if the United States is going to go in there with its oil company and refurbish that oil infrastructure and get it back up to snuff, that will be a great service to Venezuela as well, no doubt, also to the United States.
Adrian, where do you think Democrats fall on this? There are some different voices.
We are in the midst right now and, in fact, about to execute on a deal to take all the oil. They have oil that is stuck in Venezuela. They can't move it because of our quarantine and because it's sanctioned. We are going to take between 30 and 50 million barrels of oil. We're going to...
Was Hellboy 3 ever close to happening?
No.
Toward imperialism and trying to acquire more countries, and so what is he actually doing about the high prices?
Well, the mayor of Minneapolis has a message.
That's a wrap on the regular season. 18 weeks of football behind us, and 14 teams remain in the hunt to raise the Lombardi Trophy. Looking at this group of teams, it's hard to write anyone off. When's the last time we went to the playoffs saying that? And the gap between 10 and 1, it might have gotten even tighter last week. How is that possible? Seattle, they seem like the worthy favorite, but you're just going to have to trust me on the rest of these rankings. I'm going off vibes. 10 through 6, it's Chicago, San Francisco, Philly, Houston, and Buffalo. I know we talked about it last week. Should Philly have played their starters? The 2 seed probably sounds pretty nice right about now. All right, next up at number 5, it's the LA Rams. I said it this weekend on the pregame. It's razor thin. But I think Matt Stafford is my MVP. LA has to fly across the country on Wild Card weekend. But if they can get past Carolina, look out for a deep run from this team. Jacksonville, they're your AFC South champion, and Trevor Lawrence got a new set of diamond grills. What an awesome sentence. The Jags rattled off 8 straight wins to end the season, beating the Chargers and the Broncos during that run. Nobody should be overlooking Liam Cohen and company. Drake May and the Patriots come in at number 3. What an incredible rebound from this organization in 2025. Mike Vrabel helped reestablish the culture in Foxborough, and we've got playoff football back at Gillette. There's plenty of chaos around the league, but it feels like at least some order has been restored in the football world. At number 2, it's the AFC West champion Broncos. You know the saying, defense wins championships, and they got a great one in Denver. Sean Payton defied a lot of experts' opinions when he went out and got Bo Nix last year. Now, he's got a chance to show everyone exactly what he saw in him as the AFC runs through Mile High. And at number 1, there's no choice but the Seahawks. They flew down to the Bay.
Mine on something else. NBA games on the... Come on, put that leg into a ball. When he orders concrete.
Okay. Now, thanks so much. We're going to say goodbye from a different spot over in Mobile. Another spot. Also is home to the oldest American submarine on public display, the USS Drum. It served in the Pacific during World War II, sinking 15 ships and more than 80,000 tons of shipping. Its 72-member crew also included a dog named Stateside. Stateside was going to stay on until Saigon, but the war actually ended. And the USS Drum...
We are marking a very special.
Just trust me, you'll be fine. And when I'm back in Chicago.
You might see a familiar look and name. Walt Disney drew it. The original artwork is here at the park's archives. Well, that's a look at shipbuilding. We'll continue to take places all over the country.
the video, who then fired his weapon. The car later crashed and the airbags deployed. The woman was identified as Renee Nicole Good. Her mother told the Star Tribune in Minneapolis that her daughter is not part of anything like that at all. Talking about the protesters swarming the agents, she was probably terrified, her mother said. Fox News senior correspondent Mike Tobin is standing by live from Minneapolis with the details. Mike, we understand her partner was also on the scene when this occurred.
We're hearing that we don't have that confirmation through official sources, but one thing I can tell you is that Governor Walz has now put out a warning to the National Guardsmen, telling them to be prepared to activate as tensions rise here in Minnesota. Now, DHS says the agent who fired the shots fired in defense of his life and the lives of fellow agents. There are a number of different videos that are circulating online right now. What we can tell from the agents, when you can see from the video, when you can see the agent who fired the shots, 3 of them got out onto Portland Avenue at the intersection of Portland and 34th. When they got close to that vehicle, the vehicle, it's a Honda SUV, it ultimately lunged forward in the direction of the agent who fired the shots. He draws a sidearm, fires 2 shots, at least one of them went through the window, striking the 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good in the head. The car continues forward and hits other cars that were parked along the street. Crowds here immediately clashed with the federal agents who were on the scene as they tried to maintain a perimeter of the crime scene. The pepper spray and tear gas came out at that point. The federal agents were pulled from the scene that diffused the tension for a moment. Ultimately, protesters clashed with local law enforcement. They threw ice balls. They broke out windows of law enforcement vehicles. Ultimately, the tear gas came out again. Local law enforcement stood down, but people keep showing up at that scene. They look like they're about 1,000 strong now at this point. That's the largest crowd that we have seen since the shooting incident itself. And we've got reports that protesters are gathering at the federal building, and a law enforcement source tells me that they have shattered some of the bulletproof glass at that federal building, but since it's bulletproof glass, it doesn't break away. They've just broken some of the windows that were not all the way through. The investigating agencies now are the FBI and the Minnesota Department of Criminal Apprehension, and that's the situation now. We're watching as these protests grow more emotional. The mayor and the governor fanning the flames, and we'll see how it develops throughout the evening.
Mike, thank you. We're going to get into that later tomorrow. Stay safe, my friend. Well, here's an angle rule of thumb. Democrats will always side with criminals against law enforcement. Always. And Minnesota Democrats
You free Zeus, run.
calming the situations like this reference
Whatever you're eating.
will incite more violence, especially against ICE agents.
What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. So, they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull.
Wow, he's fast. It had only been a few hours, and the Dancing Queen had already conducted the definitive investigation. He anointed himself judge and jury, effectively calling the ICE agent a murderer. Fry, with his lies and his ongoing defamation against ICE, has put a target on the backs of every immigration officer on the streets.
I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of any of this. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead.
What an embarrassment this man is. We all know that if it was the ICE officer who had been shot by a protester, Fry would still be blaming Trump. The administration today was having none of this. No one believes the video is clear.
This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism. The ICE officer, fearing for his life, and the other officers around him and the safety of the public fired defensive shots. He used his training to save his own life and that of his colleagues.
I want to point out, she was at the border earlier today, and she cares about her agents. She flew up to Minneapolis to do that press conference. But we'll wait to see what the investigation finds. But given how dangerous things have gotten out there, these agents are in an almost impossible situation on the streets. The bottom line is, Democrats encourage anti-police, anti-ICE hatred because they think it's good for them politically. They cater to radical constituents who believe that all ICE agents are racist, enforcing illegitimate laws, and therefore they deserve to be threatened, they deserve to be harassed, they deserve to be put in imminent danger of bodily harm. But they claim, of course, the Democrats to dread these moments.
We dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. Not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it. They are not here to cause safety in the city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America.
His short little pants are on fire there. They're all desperate to change the subject, though, aren't they, from the Somali fraud investigation, which is exposing the corruption of their constituents. Governor Walz was thrilled to be talking about something else today. But he was as duplicitous as ever, calling for calm as he condemned the ICE operation and, of course, the Trump administration.
Do you have no decency? Do you have no decency? We have someone dead in their car for no reason whatsoever. And I don't want to be right about this, but I said if they do this, we're going to create a Let's make sure we protect our neighbors. I encourage you to use your First Amendment rights and all of your constitutional rights, but do so in a peaceful manner.
Okay. If anyone has blood on their hands here, it's Walz himself. Let's not forget what he said just a few months ago.
Donald Trump and Scott Lewis scooping folks up off the streets. They're in unmarked vans, wearing masks, being shipped off to foreign torture dungeons.
Calling in the National Guard, which he did, as Mike referenced, of course that's smart tonight. The radicals in power have learned nothing from the violent chaos of the Floyd riot. And I was there shortly after that covering. Minneapolis police abandoned their own precinct in 2020. Total chaos. Hundreds of millions of dollars in damage. Of course, it's spread all across the United States. So rather than de-escalating the situation, what the Democrats and radicals do is they stoke the worst instincts in people.
America is not about rugged individualism, it's about collectivism. This is today's crazy left. And when you create this environment, think about the judge in Milwaukee. The good guys are coming in the front door of the courthouse to get the bad guy, and the judge says, I'm going to let the bad guy go out the back door so that it costs more, jeopardizing the safety of the public, jeopardizing the Americans to go arrest that individual. They could have turned him over right there in the
I think the truth is they think America is an illegitimate
you come lay with me for, huh? You're such a pretty kitty.
So start giving back your own house. Tim, according to the Daily Mail, witnesses claimed that the suspect and her wife were acting as, quote, legal observers and filming the protest when she was shot. But ICE insisted that she tried to use the SUV, as we know, as a deadly weapon. Tim, I know it's kind of hard to see everything in these videos. We don't know what happened exactly before this blew up as it did. But what's your sense, given what you're saying?
Yeah, so to Congressman Jordan's point, this is a fundamental battle between good and evil. I mean, we got to call it what it is. When you have folks actively targeting and resisting law enforcement, there's no middle ground. You either want law and order or you want chaos, and that's where we are. Today is a great example. I probably have done several hundreds of these warrants in different types of settings. Guess what we always have? Law enforcement, local law enforcement support. Think about this incident, Law. What if a marked officer was there to go up and say move? The ICE agents would have had to do it, but they're faithfully trying to do their job. And to Congressman Jordan's point, these guys get up every day. They don't say, hey, I think I'll make some laws. They're doing what the American people did through their representatives to make into law. They're doing that faithfully. Quite frankly, I can't believe what they're facing every day, because remember, it's not just about them doing their job. They have families that are being targeted. It's insane.
Congressman, Minnesota AG, your old friend Keith Ellison, no shock here, blaming Trump, writing that the president is deliberately weaponizing the federal government against the people of Minnesota to inflict pain and instill terror. We must stand up to this horrendous injustice, and in doing so, we must not stoop to Donald Trump's level. So, Congressman, having laws duly executed, passed by Congress, and enforcing those laws is an illegitimate, racist endeavor, illegal endeavor, according to him. Essentially, that's what you have to believe.
I would just put it, this is the same attorney general who met with the people who were bilking the taxpayers, the federal taxpayers, all this money, this other issue going on there in Minnesota. Same guy who met with the people who were doing that, some of them with the prison, friends of those individuals with this feeding our future. But the same guy then 2 weeks later took money from them, those very people, and he's giving us a lecture. This is the left again. Every single time there's something that happens, they blame President Trump.
Tim, are they well within their rights, well within their rights, in your view, given what you've seen, to fire on that vehicle?
Yeah, so let me be clear. I was at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. I trained agents. We have always trained agents that a 4,000-pound vehicle is perhaps more deadly than a weapon. So when the vehicle was clearly moving in the direction of the agent, he clearly can exercise deadly force to protect himself or others. And credit to, Secretary Miller. She came right out and said that's what he was trained to do. That's what he did. And it's important to remember for your audience, they have quarter seconds to make these decisions. And that's where Graham versus Connor, the Supreme Court case, they say, hey, we shouldn't judge over years what officers have to decide in quarter seconds.
Oh, and I remember at one point, Congressman Jordan, the Biden administration, I believe, changed the rules of engagement at the border, and agents were essentially told to stand down against moving vehicles. Like, who wants to sign up for that work?
Remember the guys riding the horses? They blamed them. Remember that whole incident on the border? So that, to your point, they always blame the law enforcement.
All right, panel, thank you both very much. And to the congressman's point, hundreds of millions of dollars of fraud, stolen money, scant accountability over many years. But not only does the state AG, Keith Ellison, take zero responsibility, he actually tries to minimize. Are you confident your office has done enough?
Of course we've done enough, and we're doing more every single day. This is a political matter. This is not a serious thing.
No, it's not serious. Of course it's not serious to him, because it was his constituents getting the cash. It was a sickening Democrat slush fund, courtesy of the American taxpayers. So in hearings on Capitol Hill today, witnesses blew the lid off what was a flagrant cover-up.
You're saying that there was a political incentive to cover up widespread smaller fraud. Is that right? 100%. Okay, let me ask all three of you. Did the Walz administration and Democrats intentionally, in your opinion, overlook this
they were told that they would be demoted or reassigned. I know of people who were reassigned. We also know that they were surveilled in their place of work when people thought they might be the quote leaker. Their email and their chat functions were surveilled electronically for words like fraud or whistleblower or compliance or overbilling.
I hope Pam Bondi was watching this today. In the end, this was about a pattern of corruption. New immigrants who believe that they're entitled to rip off their new country, either by bilking the Medicaid system or milking the system for federal benefits.
Does large-scale Somali immigration make Minnesota stronger or weaker?
Certainly stronger.
Certainly stronger. Do you know what percentage of Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on food stamps?
No.
What percentage of Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on Medicaid?
I don't know.
It's 73%. What percentage of Somali-headed households are on welfare in general? It's 81%. What percentage of working-age Somalians who have been in the U.S. for 10 years or more, how many of them speak English very well?
I don't know.
About half. The answer is about half. That seems pretty low, doesn't it? It doesn't sound like something that makes our country stronger to me, and I think most Americans would agree with me on that.
What a dope that guy. Now, here to react, Kristen Robbins, Minnesota State Rep and Chair of the Minnesota Fraud Committee. Representative, you've been talking to whistleblowers, tracking where the money is going. For our viewers tonight who've been hearing this now for weeks and weeks, what's the most shocking thing that you've learned?
The most shocking thing we've heard from is that the criminal investigation.
It's up, Nola. Stop.
Is that a vehicle?
Couldn't do it anymore.
Get across the street.
Oh.
Refer criminal cases to the BCA. And that they were,
She definitely heard it.
and instead they were going to look at it as overbilling.
I mean, I'm not expecting anybody, so.
What? I've had those coming over.
Oh. I think Alicia would approve of that.
And he went on to say, you know, this is all political. It's not serious.
I would say he's the only one in the state that feels that way. Minnesotans are furious about the billions of dollars, their tax dollars that have been stolen and used for overseas property in Kenya and Turkey and mansions and fancy cars. Minnesotans are furious, and Keith Ellison has turned a blind eye for years. We have credible whistleblower reports where he ghosted people, and they thought it was us because they hadn't gotten
Wait. So they reach out to him? Yeah. And then don't you love when people do that, by the way? You send them an email. You know they've read it, and then you just, okay. So he's doing like the mean girl thing on this, correct?
Yes, well, that's what whistleblowers tell us. They reached out to the DHS OIG, they reached out to Ellison's office, and we were their third stop before they came and got them.
It's not just the Minnesota taxpayers. It's all of us, correct? These are federal tax dollars going to Minnesota. We've seen Minnesota, and as you know, I've had close ties to the state, been there so many times over 20 years. But they keep electing these crazy Democrats. And for the life of me, like, what are they getting out of it? People are leaving the state. Businesses that used to flock to the state, either high taxes, terrible regulations, or stuff like this, or now more crime, leaving the state. So can we expect a political turnaround because of what we've discovered?
Absolutely. Minnesotans have seen the scale of this fraud, and they're horrified. And they want
Nola, get up here.
I was gonna take Peaches.
And get back to safety and good schools and ability to prosper.
Gold bond.
And took aim at you directly today. Do you see this on Twitter?
I haven't.
Oversight Committee Chair has resulted in 15 meetings, but 0 passed bills and 0 cases.
The governor of...
Wow, sounds like you
I'll see all this...
Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. So we've had all these hearings where we've grilled agency officials.
I'm 30.
Expose new areas of fraud, and then when we get an investigation...
An ICE officer...
We turn it over to the Office of Legislative Auditor and the U.S. Attorney. So those cases are in the pipeline for investigation by law enforcement, and we expect additional charges in many areas.
So he would prefer that you...
All right, what do we got? Oh, dude, that's all.
And that nothing is uncovered. I mean, I guess that's what he's saying, because to me this is not a partisan issue. It shouldn't be. This should be an outrage across that state and across the country.
Long Lake is gearing up for the new...
It is not partisan. No matter what your
Nobody fights hard.
But he's not smart.
You might want to turn your volume.
Could work today. And coming up, President Trump makes another bold move on Venezuela. Coming up.
To all you people out there protesting.
This is his story. I'm Douglas, and I'm from Chicago. I was looking specifically for my brain. That's when I chose
Travis Kelce, I got it. I would like to clarify.
received from Prevagen allows me to continue to do
What do you mean the
things
doc?
that I love. I have been taking Prevagen for more than 9 years, and it really works for me.
Oh my God, right, 2X.
Has been the #1 selling brain supplement nationwide for over 10 years.
Drop is finally here. Drop delivers the weight loss benefits of GLP-1 injections in either
Come with us to check out this brand.
no needles.
That's right. The two big drawbacks with weight loss injections are high costs and weekly injections. Drop is flavorless and odorless, so you can just pour it into your favorite beverage. Drop offers other advantages over injections too. With Drop, you can personalize your dosage based on your weight loss goals. And because you add Drop to any liquid, there's no concern about injection site infections, bruising, or dosage confusion. Drop is an easier, safer, cost-effective alternative to help you achieve your weight loss goals without the needles.
Can't find it anywhere? The Wellness Company has it. What's the person needed?
All right, what do you want to do? Over, under, 52.5 pieces of steak on my burrito. I'll take the under? Over. Steak right there. Good amount. That could be it. That could be the over right there. I just realized that they take this apart. Yeah. This is so stupid. Do you want like a napkin? 1, 2, 3. What I want you to do is sign your name nice and big across it. Don't worry about ruining the card or anything like that. What happened in Venezuela over the weekend? The most America first.
Nobody ever commented positively on our...
Oh, no, they weird. No, shut up, you weird.
That guard dog sure is lucky he has Simply Safe with Pro.
If you have a soft 14.
Stop. Simply Safe.
These are on the way.
Must be nice.
Dun 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 dun.
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need?
Zeus, what's up, buddy? Huh? What's up, Zeusy Zeus?
We thought we had planned carefully for our retirement.
But we quickly realized we needed a way to supplement our income.
Huh?
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may qualify to sell your policy. Don't cancel or let your policy lapse without finding out what it's worth. Visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if your policy qualifies. Or call 1-800-515-4100. Coventry Direct.
I don't know. This cat's pretty fucking needy, though. He is. Oh, he wants to play. Huh? You want to play? Huh? Want to play? Like he don't beat you. All night long, you clawing at me. Hmm? All night. Got my arm? You can sit there? Is that cozy?
But you don't have to. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
The resourceful, the persistent, the laser focused, that got there eventually, the listeners, the mentors. These are the people that make up our community at New Hampshire's community colleges. Choose community and over 150 degree certificates.
I mean, she fucking hearts everything I say. I guess I just gotta look at it as, you know, women are different than men.
So, video.
It's still cable, which means it ultra-processed to extremely high temperatures and destroy the nutrients. Like premium meats, fruits, and vegetables, locking in their nutrients.
Never kibble.
You got a kid, and they're gonna love it.
taking over 2 sanctioned oil tankers in the Atlantic Ocean, dropping down from a helicopter, running through the vessel, and one of the tankers spent weeks evading U.S.
Poker vlog.
Others have as well. Wall Street Journal is reporting that the tanker got a little help from friends in Russia in July, which sent a submarine and other naval assets to escort the vessel on its journey.
2 oil tankers, 2 overnight, were seized by the United States of America, stateless or sanctioned, because the oil blockade, the quarantine of oil on unsanctioned or stateless, sanctioned or stateless vessels continues. That leverage will continue as Secretary Rubio outlined. So our military is prepared to continue this. The president, when he speaks, he means what it means. He's not messing around. We're the administration of action to advance our interests, and that is an ultimate.
And the president's major announcement about Venezuelan oil just got a little sweeter because today he announced that Venezuela is going to be purchasing American-made products with the money they receive from our new oil deal. That includes here with me now is Senator Mike Lee, chair of the Energy and Natural Resources Committee. So, Senator, Democrats are claiming that there's no upside here. These are heavy-handed tactics. That this is all improvisational. I keep hearing that word. That must be the word of the day for the Democrats. They think, oh, it's just Trump is just shooting at the hip.
First of all, Mr. Maduro is an indicted criminal defendant, properly indicted in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. Our personnel were arrested to execute the arrest warrant that they had, and the military protection was there to protect them. This was an authorized, lawful use of the president's inherent Article II power to protect American personnel while carrying out a very lawful arrest. Now, if they don't like the policy, that is different. But there is not a valid constitutional basis upon which to attack this, especially considering the fact that we've gotten out. We've done that. We don't have any ongoing military activity that I'm aware of or planned.
You honestly think we have nobody on the ground? Right? That's most naive. You're so smart. Of course we do. I just hope we have some CIA people there.
Well, that is separate. Whether they're intelligence personnel there, that's a separate matter. I'm not going to speak to that. As far as Department of Defense, Department of War personnel, they're not there. I got a call from Secretary Rubio at 3 a.m. the night of the attack. And that was the first thing he told me. And one of my first questions was, is there any lingering kinetic military activity on the ground? And he said no.
Well, Chris Murphy's speaking out about all this, and suddenly he's trying to sound like he's a non-interventionist. Watch.
They are talking about stealing the Venezuelan oil at gunpoint for a period of time undefined in order to try to facilitate regime change. It is just slightly different than the mistakes we made in Iraq and Afghanistan. They waited us out, and as soon as we left, chaos erupted. Why would it be any different under these circumstances?
Senator?
That's just not accurate. I'm not aware of a scintilla of truth behind this suggestion that the United States government is stealing Venezuelan oil. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, Rubio talked about phases. There'd be a 3-phase plan, he said, for Venezuela after Maduro, and he went into great detail about this today, saying it's
talking about the court.
Yeah, the stabilization, the stock recovery, and what you're doing.
Different, materially different than stealing oil. So yes, we've got a quarantine on oil that's being sold through the black market to try to get around sanctions, where America's enemies are combining in such a way as to try to circumvent them. That is not the same as stealing oil by the U.S. government from the people of Venezuela. That's not what has happened.
It's stabilizing, recovery, and then a transition. Right. Because you have to transition to a government that actually represents the people and is not hostile to the United States, which ultimately would be a good thing.
The people of Venezuela have been impoverished and oppressed. That's a problem. Now, if they have a problem with that, that's a policy problem. They're wrong to call it theft of oil, and they're wrong to say it's unconstitutional.
But we're not the world's policeman here.
Correct. Not at all.
All right, Senator, great to see you. And coming up, Mama turns the food pyramid upside down. HHS Secretary RFK Jr., Ag Secretary Brooke Rowan. Next.
Your next breakdown could be anytime, anywhere.
The last thing I remember is just the engine cut out.
Endurance, as you covered, it was like almost a $6,000 job. Endurance covered it.
Right now, you can get $300 off any plan.
plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value free, all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. But you have to act now. Call 1-800-CAR-SAVE for a free quote. That's 1-800-CAR-SAVE.
Anybody who is struggling with alcohol should try Or Health. Within a week, the cravings were completely gone. Or Health, safe, science-backed, and it works. I couldn't believe how easy it was. Alcohol doesn't run my life anymore.
Text Fox Biz to
clean out clogged gutters. Call Leafilter today. And never clean out clogged gutters again.
Leafilter's technology keeps debris out of your gutters for good.
Fucking cunt. It's your fault, Zeus. It's your fault.
Now is a great time to take a look at getting a Safe Step walk-in tub.
With Safe Step's standard heated seat and new fast fill faucet, you can enjoy a nice warm bath up to 20% faster. And the convenient touchpad control is right at your fingertips.
Each tub comes standard with a dual hydrotherapy system. The 10 water jets can help increase mobility,
Even a fucking idiot.
boost energy, and improve sleep. While the HydroSoothe advanced air therapy system oxygenates and softens skin.
Safe Step walk-in tubs are built to maximize safety.
Today's Gaelic word of the day is going.
The comforts of bathing again.
So call now for more information and a free no-obligation consultation.
When you call today, you'll also receive our limited time offer.
Holy shit, do you have a record? I can't tell you the last time I contacted somebody with that many charges. Step out of the car, go to jail. Those are the options.
You shocked or cuffing him until you see his rap sheet.
I hope you feel like being in court
On Christmas? For what?
And I love being with my family outdoors. But what I've noticed is that life never waits for the pain to disappear. So let's start the new year off with a Sing Relief Patch. Take advantage of our 20% discount and get your patch today.
As a surgeon, if it can help decrease that pain, short-term or long-term, why not try it?
I'm out here and I was amazed. I mean,
For anybody going through, it could be
I just-
anything. I'm wearing a Signal Relief patch 24/7.
Never chose me.
When I put this patch on my ankle, I was getting relief.
What we
In a recent study, 85% of people felt relief.
on Tinder.
And it comes with a money-back guarantee. We all hurt, whether it's our neck, back, knees, or shoulders. The fact is, the patch
I'm out of it.
works.
My mom is the most caring, helpful person. But when she got diabetes, it was hard for her to put her health first. With Dexcom G7, she's learned how to control her diabetes, so she can be her amazing self. Lock in 50% off for 1 year when you subscribe to the Whole Health System.
Our communities share one heartbeat. It lives in the places we gather and the spaces that give us hope. But when disasters strike, that heartbeat stops. The very fiber of a community falls. And that's when Bell First to help bring it all back. So students can learn,
A Saudi Arabian.
can heal, and families can return. Belfour, restoring love, then property.
Building a business away from the market is a journey, and it has a lot.
The whole world is built by men who have.
My credit was 25 points lower. I signed up, picked the plan, and I only pay a few bucks. I got access to a $3,500 pickup trade line with my credit card, there's interest.
Look, I don't know what it is, man. You've shit and you pissed, so if there's something you're trying to tell me, you better tell me. Have a dog. Get a dog. I'm gonna sell you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell you to the fucking green tea.
We don't like dogs. No dog. Cat. Who's my cat?
Yeah. Dog's got more meat though.
Oh, good dog, man. Very chewy.
And these main people smoke so much meth you won't know the difference. They got no taste buds. Alright, we got 3 guys here.
The new guidelines recognize that whole nutrient-dense food is the most effective path to better health and lower healthcare costs. We are ending the war on saturated fat, and today our government declares war on added sugar. Highly processed foods loaded with additives, added sugar, and excess salt damage health and should be avoided. Uh-oh, I better get back to my pantry.
Now, this is another major Maha win, but the critics, of course, are already skeptical.
There was a lot of talk about beef tallow. You guys may
Oh my god, I'm just having such a rough day.
just about any cardiology organization, they're going to have concerns about that because that is so linked to higher
Bobby.
cholesterol and higher cholesterol linked to heart disease.
We gotta go down and feed the fish soon, you know. Huh? How about I trim these nails? Huh? How about I trim these things? Huh? Would you like that?